This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to Game 78 of the Carryover League 1970-73, a series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox from Fenway Park. A best-of-5 series that opened up in Kansas City. We'll get you up to date with what happened in the first 2 games of this best-of-5. Game 1, we have Sonny Siebert in Boston against Bob Veal, brought in from Pittsburgh, the number 2. He's been solid, but hasn't gotten the results, Bob Veal. He goes 6 2/3, gives up 3 runs, a homer to Tommy Harper, another one to Tony Conigliaro, RBI double in the 6th. 3 runs is all Boston will need, as once again, sparkling pitching by the Red Sox. We saw this last year, we're seeing it again this year. Sonny Siebert, 2-run homer to Lou Piniella in the 1st. That's it. Roger Moret, who was in the rotation last year, is now your lefty setup closer dude, and he 3 up and 3 down in the 9th. An easy Boston win, 3-2. As sad as that is to say, you win by 1-run game, but it looks pretty effortless. Game number 2. Oh my goodness, folks. Another well-pitched Boston game. If Boston continues to get good pitching, I am wasting my time doing this. It's over. Curtains. Fat lady singing and all that stuff. Bill Lee, brought into the rotation this year on 3 days rest in the number 2 slot. He's been very good. 8 innings, 1 run, solo homer given up to John Mayberry. And the Red Sox were particularly lousy on offense today. It didn't matter because Amos Otis got injured in center field. Cookie Rojas got injured at second base. Ed Kirkpatrick got injured at catcher. So what did that mean? It means Angel Bravo reaches on a single to second, and then you have a single off the replacement center fielder, a fielder's choice there, another hit off of the infielder, a double off the center fielder here, and the Red Sox find those holes magically. Bunch of singles by the meat of the lineup, number 8 hitter Angel Bravo, number 9 hitter Doug Griffin. They go 5 for 7. And the rest of the Red Sox are falling asleep. And in the 9th inning, it is Gary Wagner getting the save this time. Pretty simple formula, not much energy expended. Bill Lee beats Roger Nelson. The Royals look confused at this point. They can't quite get the lineup they want, and they have overachieving pitching that's not getting the support they need. And it's not getting any better, folks. They're going to Fenway Park now for a Game 3. The Royals have scrambled, shuffled their lineup, trying to find a good combination. They're going to need it. Today's pitcher, their number 4 starter, Bill Butler, against arguably the Red Sox best pitcher, Louis Tiant, who's technically the number 3 starter because he can't pitch on 3 days rest. Everybody else in the rotation does. Though they try and get Tiant to pitch as much as possible with this card because, well, he's got a 1.91 ERA, went 15-6 in 1972, and is a starter 9. Bill Butler's a starter 6. This could be a sweep, folks. Remember, the Red Sox were the number 1 seed in the American League last year and are not letting up so far this year. Let's get started. Leading off for Kansas City is the Reverend Pat Kelly, 63, grounds is short. This is Conigliaro, still Petrocelli at short. Still playing there, didn't move over to third yet. Makes the play. Paul Shaw, 69, center. And John Mayberry, 38, second. Bottom of the 1st, it's Tommy Harper, 211. Grounder to short. Mike Andrews, 57. Double 1-2, fly ball, fly ball. Rico Petrocelli, 59, rolls to second base. Top of the second, we got Bob Oliver, 38 is a K. Ed Kirkpatrick, 1-6, base hit. Lou Piniella, 110 is a base hit in right field. Kirkpatrick holds a second base. One of the other interesting things about the Red Sox is their outfield arms, in addition to their catcher's arms, are very helpful. As Reggie Smith's got a -4 arm in center field, Conigliaro is a -2 arm in right field. If they want to put Yaz in left field, they're more than welcome to with a -3 arm, but they have him at first base. And that can slow down a fast team as much as a good catcher's arm can, because you can't go from first to third. Amos Otis, 64 off Tiant, short X. Again, Petrocelli, a 3E24, and that is a GBA. Also, the parenthesis reminds me that's off that E rating, which is kind of in the middle there, but good enough for that dice roll. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Yastrzemski, 65, second X. And Rojas, a 2E8 at second base. Thanks to play. Tony Conigliaro, 310, flies to left. Reggie Smith, 3-6. Let's take a look at Reggie Smith's card. One of the reasons the Red Sox selected this card was because his E rating is low. It's an E10. He's normally an E16 or an E14 in most seasons. Don't get it. Maybe that's why he was moved to the Cardinals and the Cardinals moved to the Dodgers. I still don't get that. Doesn't make sense to me. This guy could have been a lifelong on one team instead of moving around to 3 teams. But anyway, Reggie Smith, 3-6, homer 1-9, double is a double. He moves to St. Louis in 74. This card will expire at the end of the year, and Boston will have to decide whether to make that trade or hold on to him. It'll be interesting. John Kennedy, 64, right C. I think they're going to have Rick Miller and Dwight Evans in their outfield by next year. And then the year after that, Freddie Lynn arrives. So, yeah, I think they're going to want to get rid of Reggie Smith at the end of the year. All right, top of the third, it's Cookie Rojas. 56 is a K. Rich Severson, 112, Lomax. And the Reverend Pat Kelly, 1-6, 1-8 single is a base hit for the B Stealer. Moses and Fisk both have decent throwing arms. Paul Shaw, 2-4, grounds is short. And once again, Kansas City just being suffocated with pitching. Doug Griffin, 1-9, skies the center. Jerry Moses, 33, rolls the third. Tommy Harper, 2-7K. Red Sox making this series more interesting because they're not crushing runs. Maybe that's all overblown here. They're not putting up crooked numbered runs. We saw on opening day demolish the Tigers, but since then they've cooled off considerably and relied on their pitching. John Mayberry, 39, rolls a short. Bob Oliver, 59, rolls a second. And Ed Kirkpatrick, 46, is a base hit. 2 outs. Lou Piniella, 52, pops to third. Bottom of the fourth. Oh, we had a long double by Reggie Smith. That's been the closest thing to a run we've had. Mike Andrews will lead it off. 46 is a walk off Butler's card. Rico Petrocelli, 37 is a base hit in the center field. Andrews will not make the turn. You got the brilliant -4 arm of Amos Otis in center field. First and second for Yastrzemski. 1-8. Let's take a look at Yaz's brilliant 1970 card. How can you not win the MVP? Well, that's because Boog Powell played the same position and they won the World Series. Boog Powell had 35 homers and hit like 288, but still, Yaz hit 40 homers and hit 329 with 128 walks. Oh, and by the way, he's an A stealer. I haven't seen Boog Powell slide head first in a second base trying to steal before, so then I probably don't want to see that image. Anyway, 1-8 for Yaz is single to left field, and Mike Andrews is a 13 runner. Pinella's got a +1 arm, but you know what? The Red Sox are going to keep him loaded. They want to no reason to unnecessarily get thrown out on the bases. particularly at home. Tony Conigliaro. 1-8 for Conigliaro. Let's take a look at this monsters card. Yep. 36 home runs. My goodness. Petrocelli. So the Murderer's Row, 29 for Petrocelli, 40 for Yaz, 36 for Conigliaro, and, oh, by the way, Reggie Smith had 22. Here, Conigliaro 1-8 is a single to right field. That'll score Andrews. Petrocelli will hold at third. They're going station to station here. And here's Reggie Smith again. 64 off Butler. Sky's the right C. So it's shallow. Now you got for a base loaded with 1 out. They're going to bring the infield up. Figure why not? They're down 0-2 in the series. John Kennedy, 211, pops a short. I'll move it back for Doug Griffin. 53. First X. Mayberry, a 3-8. They need this when they get it. Bill Butler and the Royals rally back. It's just a 1-0 game, folks. It's up to the Royal Bats to do something today. Their pitching is done well enough. Overachieved at this point. Amos Otis. 2-7, grounds a short. Rojas, 69. Sky's the center. Rich Severson, 58. Bounces a short. This is Petrocelli. Makes the play. Boston pitching has just been brilliant. As good as the A's, as good as the Orioles in the American League. 2 teams we know go to play a World Series during this time. Boston should do the same thing. Jerry Moses, 34, grounds a third. Tommy Harper, 1-6, homer, 1-4, double, and it is gone! A 2 is rolled on a homer, 1-4 double off the Tommy Harper card. Solo shot, 2-0 Boston. Mike Andrews, 55, short. This is going to be Severson, a 4-30. A single. They have the backup shortstop in there with Patek on the bench for this matchup. That didn't work out. Petrocelli, 1-6 is a walk. 2 on, 1 out for Yastrzemski. 37 is ball 4, and here it comes, folks. And what do we do here? Oh, bases loaded, 1 out with Conigliaro up. My goodness. They'll play the infield up here. Why not? Be careful, though. You don't want to get smacked with a line drive. Tony Conigliaro, 1-7 again is a base hit in the center. Andrews scores, and Petrocelli holds up at third base, just like last time. Now you got Reggie Smith, who's actually better against righties. So Butler's technically not broken yet. But he's getting close. They'll bring it up for him. 46 is ball 4. I've seen enough. That's enough. It's already 4-zip. 4 1/3 for Bill Butler. For Kansas City. You know, you have to play what the schedule maker gave you. And the Royals' struggling offense met a buzzsaw in Boston. Now, Wally Bunker will come in. Wally Bunker started for them last year, and now he is sort of their long man, swing starter. He comes on in the 5th with a bases loaded, 1 out to face John Kennedy. Hoping in for a double play ball here. 34. Nope, it's a short B. Should have kept it up. They moved it back up for double play. The guy rolls a short B, and the Boston magic continues. And it's Doug Griffin with 2 outs. 66. 1-1 fly ball to left, and he misses the 1-1. It is 5-zip. We go to the 6th. Pat Kelly, 4-10. This guy's a center. This is Reggie Smith, a 2 in center field. Makes the catch as a 4 would have. Paul Shaw, 68. This guy's the right. And John Mayberry, 37's a walk. Bob Oliver, 59, rolls to second base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Bottom of the 6th. Jerry Moses will lead off against Wally Bunker. 48, double 1 to 17 is a double. Tommy Harper. 2-8 is a grounder to short. Mike Andrews, 49. This guy's the center. And with 2 outs, Petrocelli, 37. Single one of 13 is a base hit. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Yastrzemski, 410. Center X, but it's Amos Otis. A 1E6 in center field. Makes the play. It stays 5-0. One defensive replacement is that Larry Stahl will go into right field for Mike Andrews. And Canigliaro will move over to DH. And there you are. Louis Tiant throwing a nifty 4-hitter in the 7th. Ed Kirkpatrick, 63. Short X. This is Rico Petrocelli, a 3. E24. Makes the play. Lou Piniella, 3/12's a walk. Amos Otis, 48 is a K. And with 2 outs, Cookie Rojas, 43. Left X. Harper's a 2 and left, but he's an E8. And he makes the catch. Stretch time in Fenway Park in Boston. We have been listening to the Human Beings 1968 LP, Nobody But Me. This is a lonely town. There we go. Bottom of the 7th. We have a card droppage, folks. A rare Strat-O-Matic card gets dropped on the ground in the middle of a broadcast. It was Rich Severson. He abandoned the effort. He's been secured. So now we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Tony Canigliaro. 2-8. Homer 1 of 6. Fly ball is a fly ball. Reggie Smith, 64. Catcher's card. It's a 3-9 catcher. And John Kennedy. 1-3. Sky's the center field. Now, Wally Bunker's done a nice job in relief for Kansas City. But these Royals simply cannot hit. A bull in the you-know-where with a shovel. That's right. Top of the 8th inning for Louis Tiant. It'll be Rich Severson, 35. Let's take a look at Rich Severson's card. Actually played for the Royals in 70. Hit 250 with a home run and 240 at-bats. Here we have it. Homer 128 double. He rolls a 16 and gets the double. Rich Severson hit a ball as far as he can there. Pat Kelly, 311, third. Paul Shaw, 1-8, a walk, and finally some life out of the Royals late in this game. 5-0 game. John Mayberry, we have movement in the Boston bullpen. John Mayberry, 46, off of the Tiant card is going to be a single in a center field with runners at first and second. You don't want to get thrown out the plate here. It'll be Bob Oliver. And in a unique situation, Tiant's a starter 9. So he doesn't break here, and he will continue. Because he's got a shutout. And they're playing back, hoping for an ending double play. And a grand slam does not give the Royals a lead. So, let's see if the logic works out for the Red Sox. Bob Oliver, 53 off Tiant. First C. That will score the run. There goes your shutout. But you got second and third with 2 outs and Ed Kirkpatrick. The pitch to Ed, 69 is a sky to left. Well, that's how you manufacture a run, I guess. 5-1. Nice finish for Tiant there. Bottom of the 8th, Mr. Bunker did a nice job in relief. I don't want to wear him out, though. He went 2 2/3. So in the 8th, we'll use Doug Bird. Let's take a look at old Doug Bird here. The closer has not been able to pitch much this year, unfortunately, for the Royals. Doug Griffin leads it off. 34, pops to third. Griffin, interestingly, was just going to be on the bench. But the fact that he's a 1E19 and he hits fine has made him an everyday player. And it's put Mike Andrews at designated hitter. And believe it or not, Carlton Fisk is in a platoon. Only because the Red Sox don't really need him that much. Fisk plays against righties and bats third, but against lefties, they give him the day off. Maybe later in the season, he will, of course, probably be an everyday player. But early in the season, when it's not critical, and when we only lost once in 6 days, yeah. Jerry Moses, 212, short. And Tommy Harper, 56 is a K. We go to the ninth of a 5-1 game. Louis Tiant has given up a run on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They make him a start of 9 so he can get these complete games. So let's go for it. Lou Piniella leading off in the 9th inning, 59, rolls the second. Amos Otis, 2-3, pops the third. And Cookie Rojas skies to left field. Pretty easy sweep for the Red Sox. It's clear the Royals are not as ready as we thought they were to compete. They've got a great lineup. They're just not 27 innings. They haven't scored more than 2 runs in a game. Just really disappointing. A Red Sox sweep, and they continue the momentum they had last year with the best record in the American League. They are now 6-1. Tiant, 6 hits, that 1 run in the 8th, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, does get his complete game. For the Royals, Bird struck out a guy in his inning. Wally Bunker in 2 2/3 is pretty good. He gave up 2 hits, and that was it. Butler kind of fell apart in the 4th and 5th innings there. 7 hits and 5 runs. They all were earned. Walked 4, struck out a batter. 1-0-9, 0-1-0-8, 5-9-1-6, 5-9-1-6, 3-3-4-2. That was game 78. And we'll take a look at the cumulative boxes for these 2 squads. The Royals and the Red Sox, of course, were the same seed, number 1s. Yeah, the Royals got past the Twins last year, and so that's why they had lofty expectations, hoping to continue that trend. But they're off to a very slow start this year. So that division's up for grabs suddenly. So Boston, let's take a look at them first. Devastating, 6-1. Sonny Siebert, 3-0. With an ERA of 7 runs in 22 innings. 3 saves for Gary Wagner. The Red Sox hitting .291 with a .257 team ERA. How are you going to beat these guys? Rico has 10 RBI in 7 games. .291 batting average for the Sox. 6-1. Kansas City, on the other hand, clearly struggling. They're 2-6 now. They are hitting .211 with a .339 ERA. They've gotten good pitching. Heedland, his ERA is below 2. Veal's been good. Nelson's been okay. Butler, not so much. Bullpen hasn't done anything bad, really. But the offense, nobody has more than 4 RBI in 8 games that I see. They've only had 3 home runs, 2 by Mayberry and 1 by Piniella. That's it. Well, folks, 3-game sweep for Boston. 78 games in the book. The league is hitting .261 with a .364 ERA. Thanks for checking out the Carryover League. We'll see you next time.